Oh shoot, I didn't print the. Hey everybody. Let me see here. I gotta print the market report. Let's see here. The reports are coming in like 2 seconds. So it's coming. It's almost there. A second. 3 pages. All right. The reports. Wait. I really need to delete that page. Anyway, the reports are in. How y'all doing, y'all? It is Friday, so you know what that means. It's the market report. That's what's happening right now. Thank you guys for being here to hey cousin, for coming in and getting these numbers so y'all can be prepared in this real estate world. It's cloudy behind me. It's raining. Very Vegas hardly ever gets rain. If you're looking for somewhere that it is sunny like 90% of the time, Vegas is the spot. It's hot sometimes and it's cold sometimes, but a good amount of the times it's perfect weather. But today it's actually this light drizzly rain that I'm actually kind of enjoying. However, I do have a wedding in a few hours and I think it's outside. So don't know how that's gonna work. We'll figure it out though when we get there. This week I had some cool stuff going on. If you saw my story this week, I was doing all types of behind the scenes editorial stuff. And I was just like, oh, I like this. I like this world. So I work with P3 Events and the designer, her name's Lindsay. Shout out to Lindsay. She probably don't want me to even, she's shy. But anyway, she designed the cover, set models, locations for Rock and Roll Bride. So if you are familiar or not familiar, or you're looking to get married and you want some ideas, Rock and Roll Bride is a European-based magazine. Cool stuff. Like it was a great time. We had some awesome models. Shout out to Brazia and Zara. They did amazing. Like I was like, oh, these are models. Like I'm like, this is giving America's Next Top Model. And it was pretty dope. And then I had the pleasure of being a part of the Eglo retreat, which was for, I think it was like 14 photographers. And they were engaging into this retreat so that they could just up their skills on their photography. And it was more of an inclusive photography base for weddings. And they did amazing. I can't wait to see the pictures when the pictures come out. Okay. It's going to be fire. I got my fake wedding pictures. So shout out to my man for being on board. It was a long day. I feel like when I was younger, I'd be like, oh, I could be a model. I want to be a model. I'm tall, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Long ass day. I'm talking 10 to 9. It was intense, but it was actually really awesome. I enjoyed the whole experience. I was freaking popping. If you read my story, you've seen it. If you look on my page, you'll see it. And expect some more details from that soon. Because y'all know I am the wedding realtor. And whether you want to say yes to the house or the spouse, I'm supporting you through life's most important moments. So, like I said, I have a wedding today. I'm marrying a beautiful couple. And I'm really excited about this because they had a really beautiful love story. So that's going to be cool. Shout out to Timeless Connections and Dawn for putting me on with that. And then tomorrow I have another wedding, which is kind of like a spur of the moment type of thing for me. But so two weddings back to back. You know, love is loving in Las Vegas right now. So also that, you want to get married in Vegas? Call me. Let's get into these national trends, y'all. Let me see if I can add my report to the stage. Let's see. I'm getting really good at this, and I just want you guys to know that I recognize that this is just the elevation that I was talking about. It took me some time, but time is a construct. It took me some time to get it together, but shout out to my platform that I'm using. If you are interested in doing any type of, streaming or anything, and you're not super like gamer status, try out StreamYard. Try that out. It might do you some good. What if I did this? Okay. I'm little, but it's okay. I know y'all. Oh, what if I did that? Anyway, I'm getting too excited. Let's see what's going on. So these are our national trends. Okay, so here's the thing, y'all. According to Redfin Home Price Index, price growth stabilizes in March. So we haven't seen like too much of an uptick this month, but they are up 0.6%. From a month earlier, and it's leveling off as these elevated mortgage rates strain the buyer's budget. I know, buyers, I feel for y'all because this is like a never before thing. I mean, in our lifetimes, for sure, that there were just such expensive homes that at the end of the day, houses are more expensive now than they've ever been. And so understanding that it can be strained, it can be stressful. Most people don't think they're ever going to be able to afford a home. It's intense. And so I just want you guys to know that I feel you. I understand, like, it feels kind of hopeless when you're like, I really want to take that leap into home ownership, but I don't really have the coins. And there are some options. There are first-time home buyer programs that will pay closing costs or pay no down payment, or they'll just help you as far as your mortgage goes, as far as acquiring a loan. And then for those of you that are struggling, and I'm talking about Las Vegas or Clark County right here, for those of you all that may be struggling potentially with your property, there are some resources out there as well that I would be happy to help you with and run by you to help you make sure that you can keep your home. And sometimes that's not the thing to do. Sometimes the thing to do is to vacate the premises expeditiously. And that can be strainful on the emotion, strainful on the pocket. So just know that you guys aren't alone out there. You're not the only one that feels like the pressure is on. You're not the only one that's feeling the strain of the market. It's across the board. So my millennial brothers and sisters, I feel you. Home prices do stagnate in Florida and Texas, though. So if you are thinking about moving, these are two places that you may want to consider. So the number of homes for sale in Cape Coral, Florida, and Northport, Florida, have surged about 50% from a year earlier in March. That's a big jump. And then also, that's more than anywhere else in the country. And then also in McAllen, Texas, the supply has jumped 25%. Now, the reason that the home prices are stagnating and possibly leveling off in those areas is because both states have been building a lot of homes, which that's what I've been saying this whole time. Everyone's mad about the fact that the prices are so high. But at the end of the day, the reason they're high is because there just isn't enough inventory. But if we're looking at, for once, we need to take a note from Florida, because y'all know Florida be tripping. But right about now, these two areas, Cape Coral, Florida, and Northport, Florida, they are on it with building the properties. Now, a place like Nevada, I'm going to show you guys a map in a minute that will kind of put in perspective what's going on here in Nevada as far as inventory goes. And I'll discuss that a little bit more about why inventory is still so low here in Nevada. But why don't I do that now? How about that? How about that? So if we look at this map here, we're looking at the changes in inventory, right? And all over, we got some different stuff going on, right? We have, you know, the changes in inventory that are more than 45%. We're looking at South Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi, Texas, Minnesota. Those areas have gotten a bigger amount of properties, right? A larger amount of properties. Some places have stayed around the same, around like 0 to 15%. Virginia, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, Ohio, you know, you got Utah, Cali, Idaho. Those areas have not really changed much in their inventory. And then if we're looking at the negative end of it, right, we have areas like New York, which kind of makes sense because it's a build up type of city, or a state rather. Then we have Illinois. And then here we go with Nevada at a whopping negative 28%. That means we are negative 28% in inventory in Nevada. So for my buyers that are here, you may be looking at that and being like, man, what does that mean? Well, it means that we haven't been building houses like Florida and Texas, okay? Which we don't control that, you know, and I believe in controlling what you can control, right? So here, these properties are these, the thing about Nevada is everywhere that people live is basically Clark County, which is right out here in Las Vegas. And then you've got like Washoe County and out there near Reno. Everywhere else in this state is all American, it's all land. And the government, the government has not released any of this land to even give builders the potential to actually build. So, and most of this land is also desert, like very desert. So it's a question of where's the water going to come from? That's another thing. So with that, what can we do? I suggest you call your representatives and tell them release some land. That's about the best thing I can think of to mitigate this issue, because at the end of the day, builders, I'm sure, are ready to build. They want to make their money. Although there is still, we're still bouncing back from the inventory, you know, materials inventory of COVID problem. But once this land that hopefully gets released at some point, whatever can the grid and the water sources can handle, obviously, then we may see more building coming into the area. I'm hoping we see it sooner than later, y'all. I'm like y'all, I hope we do see it sooner than later. Now, in the event that you were able to purchase a home in this is national, okay? In the event that you were able to purchase a home, and say you bought a home for $400,000 this year, it says January, you know, but we'll go with that. In 5 years, there's a potential of earning $83,385 for purchasing a $400,000 home. Now, if you look at this, you can understand why home ownership is a huge part of generational wealth, why it's the number one way that millionaires become millionaires in this country, really all over the world. It's through real estate. They're not building it. They can't make no more land, but they can build a house on it, hold on to it, or cash out, whatever works for you. That's that. What else we got going on? I guess we can hit Las Vegas up and what's going on here in Nevada, or in Vegas rather. So, I hope that wasn't doom and gloom for y'all, you know, to see the numbers, but I like to keep it real with you. I want to keep it 100. I want you guys to just be informed at the end of the day. I don't, you know, there's this thing that people say, oh, it's a bad market or it's a good market. And that just isn't true. At the end of the day, whatever your situation is what kind of market it is. So if you are able to purchase a home now, and you're not one of those, you know, you're not a part of the 30% of Americans that can't afford a home. If you're not a part of that group of people, you might want to jump in and go ahead and get your foot in the game. If you are a part of that group of people, you have to dive into yourself and determine how important is this to me. And obviously we all have the cards that we're dealt. We all have, you know, wherever we are in our world. And hopefully you find some potential to reach your goals, and whatever goals that is. It can be real estate, it could be slide down pole. I don't care. Whatever it is that you want to do, deep dive in yourself. Don't give up. Go for it. Whatever it is. So what's going on right here in Las Vegas news, y'all? I'm gonna look this man's name up because I didn't have time when I was like diving into this and everything. But the Clark County School District police have arrested a man connected to a student-teacher fight in Valley High School on Thursday. Get y'all kids. Get your children. I know he was arrested, but something tells me he didn't instigate it. He instigated. It wasn't his fault. Free that man. Because I seen y'all kids out there acting the plum food. And I don't blame, well, yeah. Partially I blame the internet. But anyway, he'd have been arrested. I'm going to find out what his name is. Maybe we can talk about him later. Beware the T-Rex dinosaur outpost to open in Town Square. So Town Square is going to have a new family attraction feature, which is aimed at kids 5 to 12. So it's going to be like this interactive dinosaur exhibit. If you know me, and I talked about this before when they did the fossil exhibit out here on the north side. I love dinosaurs. I love them. The Jurassic Parks, I watch them anytime. I watch them in order, back to back. I love dinosaurs. So if you see me, if you're with your kids and you take them to Town Square and y'all, checking this out and you see me by myself, mind your business. Okay, mind your business. All right. Brightline West has broken ground. This is going to be that Vegas to Southern California high-speed train system. They started, putting their stuff into action. So I'm excited to see how quickly this is going to get done. Hopefully, for me, I like to bank on quality over quickness. I don't need it to be done quick because I plan to ride it. I like to go to Cali. I don't like the traffic to get to Cali. So I'm pretty excited about this. It's been in the works over a decade, but take y'all time. Every bolt, every square, we don't need doors flying off. We don't need I don't even want to talk about what we don't need. Just do your job, people. Those of y'all that are working on the train, do it and do it right, okay? So I'm excited about that. That's all I got. And honestly, y'all, I don't have too much longer. So we're going to jump right into these local trends because I got to get ready for this wedding in a few hours. And that means I got to get all glammed up and gorgeous. Okay. So here we go. Let's check. Let me put my thing back on. Let's check out Henderson. What's going on in Henderson, y'all? Y'all know what's going on in Henderson. It's a seller's market in Henderson. So if you are looking to move, you got to move out of state. You're trying to go out there to Florida or Texas or whatever and get yourself on a good foot, and you live in Henderson, go ahead and cash out. So this week, the median list price for Henderson is $669,950. So it's an increase over last month market index by 3 points. And so the inventory has decreased to 765. So that means it's a strong seller's market. There are more buyers than there are sellers. And that's the other thing about why the price, well, we already know, I said 100 times, the price is going up because of the buyers. So the fact that there are still so many buyers and people that are still interested in purchasing homes, that's why the price is still going up. So there are those of you that are out there that are ready to get rolling, put your foot in there, get what you can get. I always say real estate isn't about getting the first shiniest thing. So Shemaine is funny. So a baby be a wig glue because my shit just shifted at this price. Just come to the north side. So yeah, that's the median list price of new that's going on in Henderson. Median price of new listing is going to be at $585. Average days on market are going to be 124 days. But if you got good credit, you got good lenders, you got a good agent, you got all the goods, you might be out of there in 42 days, depending on the property. And so that median rent is going to be $24.75. So if you want to keep paying the man, do so. Renting is good for some people. If that's what you can do, want to do, go for it. I'm not here to tell you what to do. That market action is increasing ever so steadily. Yeah, it's just up and up and up. So then we're looking at these median list price. We can see here over the last 7-day average, we've gone up just a little tad bit, but over the 90 days, we've definitely topped out. We're almost at 700K average in Henderson. That to me, honestly, is also crazy. It's crazy. So like I said, this bottom chart is all about the approximate 25% of the market. So depending on what you are able to afford or what you want to buy, rather, because whatever, each quadrant of home prices has its own individual market, so to speak. So, and this is just basically showing the median price within those quadrants. And then we're going to look at the days on market just to show how much more of a seller or more of a buyer's market it is in each quadrant. So we're looking up there, the top luxury price is $2,679,580,000 properties. They're looking at days on market at 70 days. And even that is still a seller's market. Actually, luxury properties have gone up more than they've usually gone up. Like they're also at their highest point. But people with that type of budget don't really care about interest rates. They don't really, if they want it, they're going to get it. So shout out to those people. Call me. Okay. Then that next level down is going to be $777,300. And that days on market drops down almost 30 days at 42 days on market, which means that more people are competing for the houses in that 777,000 range. And then as we go down, that day on market just keeps decreasing because more people are able to afford these lower price ranges than those upper price ranges, right? So 580K is right there in that third range. Square feet average is going to be around 2,000 square feet. And those days on market are going 35 days. And these homes are, there are some newer age properties and like new properties. And then there are some older properties as well. So then we're looking at 446,405 at the low end of Henderson properties. And these properties are averaging 3-bed, 2-bath, right? They're about 25 years old. Okay. And then they're going to be a little smaller, 1,500 square feet or so. And then their day on market is 28 days. Now, if you want to beat the investors, because the investors are out there, okay, they're out there buying up these houses too. And if you're somebody that can afford a home, you have to compete with the investor as well. So find those properties that an investor would want, because at the end of the day, if an investor wants it, they're likely trying to do a quick flip or just to switch it up in a maybe a couple years, or if they plan to do a rental situation, get in there while you can. That's all I got to say with that. You're not just competing with other people that want single parent residential, only people that want to have a property, but it's also the people that want to make people renters. And I actually was looking at this video the other day on Instagram, and the guy was going back and forth about whether it's worth it to own real estate. And there was somebody in the comments that said, no, keep renting so you can keep paying my mortgage. And that's all I got to say with that. It's one or the other. Either you're choosing to invest in yourself, into your future, if you have children, to your lineage and their generational wealth, or doing what you think you have to do or what you may have to do. Everybody's situation is different. But if you just don't know, the number one thing that you should do is to communicate as soon as you can with a professional like myself. Okay. Let's go move over to Las Vegas. So Las Vegas, this week, the median list price for Las Vegas is $580,000. And it is an increase over the last month so it went up 5 points in Las Vegas. Las Vegas has become a strong seller's market. If you can look at that little gray thingamabobber there, the gray, I don't know what you call it, whatever that thing is, you know what I'm talking about, the gray one under the blue. Okay, you can see where it was last month and where it is this month. The inventory is continuously dropping, so it's just going up and up and up. If you want to get in, you might want to do it today. I'm just saying. Median list price is going to be $580K, which I already said, but then the new listings are coming in at $492,405. So probably about 90K less is the new price. New listings are coming in about 90K less. Average days on market is going to be 135 days, but look at that median days on market. It's just dropping. Both of them, actually. You can see those little thingamabobbers. Next time I do this, I'm going to highlight the areas that I talk about so you guys will know what I'm talking about. How about that? If you're not catching it fast enough. Median days on market is going to be it's just decreasing. So we're at 35 days. If you got good credit, got good, all the goods, you got a good lender, you got a good escrow officer, you got all the things. Speaking of that, shout out to my girl, LaWanda Austin, that's title of Nevada. That's my girl. That's where I get my numbers from. So yeah, there's her. Median rent is going to be at $23.20, and that market action is just continuously going up, meaning that there are more buyers that are wanting to get in on the possibilities. And it looks just like Henderson, right? It's just ticking up. These numbers are just ticking up. If we're looking in the city of Las Vegas, at those at that super luxury end, it's almost $1 million less than Henderson, but it's coming in at 63 days on market. And then we look at the numbers, they just continue to drop. Let me move myself out of the way so you guys can see this. I think I did that right. So you guys can see this. So at 695K, we're going to look at 35 days on market, 499 for the next one down at 28, and then 28 days as well for 389.90. So that 389.90 house, it might be 31 years old. I'm just saying, you probably have to put some work in it. You have to put some work in there, okay? Moving right along to North Las Vegas. Woo woo, it's a seller's market. It's a seller's market. Yeah. It's like every I watched each of these parts of the cities just bounce into a seller market. First it was Henderson. No, was it first North Las Vegas? I think it was Henderson first. Henderson, then North Las Vegas, and now the city of Las Vegas. I don't know what Pahrump gonna do. Probably don't have to worry about it being a strong seller's market in Pahrump, but it's still a slight seller's market out there. And if people, get wind of it, they're gonna be moving out to Pahrump too and taking that on up as well. The median list price for homes in North Las Vegas are at $445K. And that has been hovering around 52. It is an increase from last month's market index of 47. So we bounced up about 5 points there. Just like City of Las Vegas. Median price of new listing is going to be $441.95. Median days on market is going to be 35 days. You said like dip, and it's been hovering at that 35 days here in North Las Vegas. Median rent is $22.50. And then but that market action is just steadily rising, just like everywhere else. And our days on market here in North Las Vegas are kind of like inverted. So this is what this says, because these numbers are inverted, is people that can afford more are moving to North Las Vegas because they get more bang for their buck. Okay. And that's just what it is. So we look at that house as $559.9. It's a square footage of 2720. Let's go back, because I'm just curious, and see. So what do we say? 2720 square feet. Same price in 27. About 27 is going to be $100,000 more in Las Vegas. And it's going to be like almost 200,000 more in Henderson. So you choose what you want to choose. Go where you want to go. But if you're really trying to get something that is more affordable and is in a great part of town, a growing part of the city, North Las Vegas might be your spot. So yeah, like I said, at the high end, we're looking at $559.9. Days on market is 28 days. 470, 35 days. 430 basically is going to be at 21 days, and then 378 is going to drop off at 42 days on market. So if you are an investor, maybe you are looking for a fixer-up or something like that. People are calling me. If you're looking for something like that, the house might be 23 years old, but that's okay. Okay, if you're ready to invest and do something different. Okay, and then Pahrump, here we come. We're about to bring this to a close, y'all, because I got to roll, okay? This week, the median list price for Pahrump is at $424K, right around 425. And this is hovering around 35. It's an increase of only 2 points from last month's market index. And the inventory has decreased to 195. Where am I getting these numbers? It's a slight seller's market, but every week that little blue is a little more blue going on over there. And as we can see, this median list price and median price of new listings, it's just up and down and up and down and up and down. And right now it's down. Median list price of new listings is going to be $470,000. Days on market is going to be 124 days. Median days on market is going to be 63 days. The rent is $1,695. So if you got to move out there, just do that. And then also in Pahrump, they're a little more steady across the top here. And as of course, you know that these properties are, because of the location, with real estate, everything is location, location, location. So because of this location, the prices are different. The days on market are different than the other areas. So let's just jump into that. So at the high end, that's going to have the most days on market, because honestly, probably people that make that type of that type of money need a little bit more outside activity. But those houses are at 574.5. They're coming in around 2,500 square feet, but their day on market is going to be 105 days on market. 449K is going to be those new listings, and they're going to be at 56 days on market, 399, 98 days on market. And then for the low end, we got 339K, and that's going to be at 56 days on market. And that's all we got, y'all. Catch me next week. I am getting up out of here because I'm honestly tired of talking. This has been a long one. I said it was going to be short, but look at me now. I'm talking my ass off. But that's okay. Hire me. Houses, spouses, both. Okay. I am the wedding realtor. And whether you want to say yes to the house or the spouse, I'm here supporting you through life's most important moments. If you have any questions about real estate, don't worry. I'm not going to try and make you buy no house or sell your house. But sometimes you just need to be informed. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to inform you guys about what's going on in the real estate market so that you can find your special sweet spot in it. That's it, y'all. I love you guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. And I'm wishing you guys so much abundance and joy and happiness and laughter and love. I'll see you guys next week. This is the Wedding Realtor. See you guys.